They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
19 yards. That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. They'll look to throw again. That's caught downfield by Pickens. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back to throw again. And his throw is incomplete. The Steelers at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, a chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle. You look at this Steeler defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jackson out to his left. Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Mostert, toss left side, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. Jackson, he'll buy some time right. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And his pass incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Hey, report.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. A short throw caught by Andrews. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a 1st down, and he gives himself up there at the end. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal.
Jackson.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now Jackson on 2nd down, escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
3rd and goal, Jackson.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So, Charles, they get to them with their 1st turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 23. Call that one an even 60 yards. 6-0. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
2nd and 10. A handoff running left is Mostert. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I thought he had the angle along that sideline. Didn't quite get there, though.
Didn't quite get there, but they did keep him from getting into the end zone. Now when you look down and line up on defense, you see the goal line beneath your feet. If that doesn't motivate you to play harder, I don't know what will.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Mostert trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
2nd and goal from the 1.
They'll run with Mostert.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Raheem Mostert, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
The score, Ravens 10, Steelers nothing. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
and it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On second down, Mostert. And he's got room. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On second down, here's Jackson. That ball caught by Campbell. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing is Jackson. Forced out to his left. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And, Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
On first down, they go with Mostert again.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On second down, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this third and long.
Here's Jackson on third and long. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
A Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 114 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now it's Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's incomplete. Oh, it would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Jackson now rolling to his left.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
Here's Mostert.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
One more time with Mostert.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
with career touchdown number 60. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Myers connects on the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he will have a Steelers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. He'll return it from the 6.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he gets this up past the 30.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again, eluding the pressure right. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Hey, come on.
Now Jackson.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's Jackson to throw.
That is incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson on the move to his left. That is caught. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Jackson on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Hey, report.
Now it's Jackson. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are right back in this football game.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And some room to maneuver. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. The big fella. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline.
And down to the 16-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be pro. They've got his man complete.
Down the right sideline.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Raheem Mostert.
75 yards.
And the Ravens use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Steelers 14. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
1st and 10 at the 27.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Got an open man. It's Washington.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 23. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And that is no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations that's really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
Report!
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just look